In 10 years, I see myself being a therapist.
Where do I see myself in 10 years? Probably somewhere in Hawaii, enjoying my life.
Where I see myself in 10 years is probably in a different neighborhood with my family.
Where I see myself in 10 years, in a mansion with 3 cars.
I see myself in 10 years, probably being in college, probably doing like construction or something like that.
I see myself being a photographer.
Being an entrepreneur, owning my own business.
I see myself as a businessman working for big companies.
I see myself in 10 years becoming a lead chef in a hopefully famous restaurant.
Maybe like in a band playing music, or on a more boring side, an office job. I don't know.
I see myself being wealthy, having positive people around me.
In 10 years, I see myself working as an IT manager for a company.
10 years, I see myself being a successful filmmaker and writer.
I see myself supporting my family and being financially stable.
I see myself working in the auto field full-time, working on cars.
I see myself, where I see myself in 10 years? I see myself in 10 years, I'm not gonna lie. Cardboard box, I'm not gonna lie.
In 10 years, I see myself as a teacher for some lovely kindergarteners.
In 10 years, I see myself working hard for my goals, already having some of them accomplished in my own house now.
I see myself as a very successful woman and pursuing my being a nail tech, so I'm going to continue doing that and I'm going to be better and better.
I see myself in 10 years hopefully working for the Warren Fire Department.
I see myself owning my own auto shop and running my own auto shop.
In 10 years, I see myself probably living alone with like maybe some cats and whatever career path I choose.
In 10 years, I see myself graduating from college with a master's in science probably and working in a hospital for nursing.
I see myself in medical school.
I see myself as a strong, handsome black man.
In 10 years, I probably want to have my own business or just a high position at a software job.
In 10 years, I probably see myself probably retired, probably with a lot of money too.
Well, it's very hard to speculate from now, but I always wanted to be an engineer at NASA, so I'm trying to see myself there in NASA in 10 years, yeah.
In 10 years, I see myself being a wealthy entrepreneur.
In 10 years, I see myself traveling with sports teams and starting up a family.
In 10 years, I see myself graduating from college with a bachelor's degree and then working in a nursing field.
I see myself as a dentist in 10 years.
I see myself hopefully married with a nice job and a big house.
I see myself as a mechanical engineer in the next 10 years.
What I envision myself in 10 years, hopefully successful and hopefully traveling the world as a journalist.
I see myself completing college and going into my major.
In 10 years, I see myself as a successful businessman.
Being an actor.
10 years, hopefully, I'm a successful movie actor.
In 10 years, I hope to have my bachelor's in sonography, and hopefully I'm still playing volleyball, and I'm gonna have my license in real estate, so I could be a real estate agent on the side from the sonography stuff, yeah.
Probably working at an animation studio. I'm going into storyboarding and graphic design right after I get out of summer break.
I see myself becoming a registered nurse and being an ER nurse at a children's hospital.
In 10 years, I see myself playing professional basketball, probably overseas or in the league.
Where do I see myself in 10 years? I see myself with multi-billion-dollar business. I'm just kidding. No, but I do see myself owning my own businesses and building them to get to those multi-billion-dollar businesses, just to make a better impact in the world and to, guide people the right way.
In 10 years, I hope to have my own apartment and a job. I really want to work towards working at the DNR, the Detroit National Institute of Resources. So I hope I can get a job there.
Where I see myself, I believe in the near future, I think I see myself as maybe a freelancer. So maybe having my own place, you know, having it, taking it easy.
And where do I see myself in 10 years? I think I should be hopefully completely done with college and have my degree and then living on my own.
In a hospital, like helping, that's it.
Business, trade school.
Where I see myself in 10 years, probably traveling somewhere out in a different country or something.
In 10 years, I see myself as a pediatrician and living somewhere financially stable.
In 10 years, I see myself being a real estate agent or possibly still doing hair.
Where I see myself in 10 years is working as a nurse.
Either having my own business or being a CNA.
I see myself happy. I don't know doing what, but just happy.
Where I see myself in 10 years is being a nurse.
In 10 years, I'm either going to be a mechanic or in the military.
Probably like doing a job.
Where I see myself in 10 years, out in my own house, enjoying life.
In 10 years, I see myself being a pediatric nurse.
In 10 years, I see myself traveling the world with like family and loved ones.
Driving trucks out of town. I see myself in 10 years probably in a training camp for welding or electrician.
Married with kids, doing, working at a physical therapy office.
In 10 years, I see myself successful and stable enough to take care of my kids and my family.
In 10 years, I see myself married.
I see myself in 10 years like having a good job and a good family and doing my side work like having a garage and favorite stuff like building car and making like cars with like all my dreams, parts and everything.
I see myself, in 10 years I see myself having a pretty nice job and working towards my future goals of becoming wealthy. Working.
Where I see myself in 10 years, I probably see myself becoming a pharmacy technician or a nurse.
Where I see myself in 10 years, probably doing something in sports management or something.
I see myself as a professional physical therapist.
I see myself hella rich, no cap. 10 years, probably not in America and probably in Canada, being an electrician of my life.
Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know yet, I ain't gonna lie.
In 10 years, I see myself working as a dental hygienist.
I want to see myself successful and happy.
In 10 years, I see myself as a data analyst.
I see myself in 10 years with a kid and a husband and a big family.
I see myself graduating from tech school and hopefully getting into something bigger like medical school.
I want to be a doctor.
In 10 years, I see myself becoming a radiologist or being somewhere in the medical field.
Probably software development, you know.
In 10 years, I see myself making a lot of money, being successful.
Where do I see myself in 10 years? I see myself in 10 years owning my own business.
Probably just in a big house with a happy family.
In 10 years, I'm gonna see myself living in Dubai with my family and kids.
In 10 years, I will be 27, so maybe I see myself being a nurse, very wealthy, healthy, happy, and successful.
Yeah, money. I see myself as a biochemist and going to Wayne State.
making good money.
I see myself being a registered nurse. That's my plan.
Probably owning my own daycare, working with kids.
Owning my own business and being my own boss.
Probably being a radiologist, you know.
In 10 years, I see myself still in the medical field.
I see myself in 10 years having my own art studio.
In 10 years, I see myself as an electrician.
I see myself in 10 years, I see myself doing real estate or having my own company of some sort.
I see myself in the next 10 years being an electrician.
In 10 years, I see myself as a nurse.
When I see myself in 10 years, I'll see myself probably having a family and doing my favorite stuff, like I do photography and stuff, so I'll probably do that.
I see myself in 10 years happy and successful.
In 10 years, I see myself working at a police department helping to save people's lives.
In 2 years, I see myself working at my dad's. He owns one, so I'm gonna be up there working with him.
I see myself in 10 years starting a business with my brother.
I see myself I don't really know.
I'm seeing myself after 10 years doing my own business.
Where do I see myself in 10 years? I see myself maybe hopefully something involving music and therapy, I guess.
So I'm gonna see myself after 20 years in on my restaurant being a head chef.
I see myself in 10 years in Dubai.
In 10 years, I see myself as a neurosurgeon. I'm going to college right after high school to start my career.
In 10 years, I see myself as a psychologist, married, kids, good car, all of that.
In 10 years, I see myself starting my career as an ultrasound tech, married, nice house with like 5 kids.
In 10 years, I see myself being a dentist.
In 10 years, I see myself being a psychologist and starting my business.
I see myself in 10 years to have wife and children.
Where I see myself in 10 years, probably having kids.
I see myself in 10 years very successful and highly educated.
I honestly don't really have a clue. I probably will just be in the workforce.
In 10 years, I don't know, I probably see myself living alone, at least away from my parents, having a house or a car.
In a big, beautiful home.
In 10 years, I want to be successful and travel the world.
In 10 years, probably under a bridge somewhere.
Where do I see myself in 10 years? Going with the flow. I don't plan anything ahead of time. I figure it out as I go.
Well, in 10 years, I hope to have gotten through college and graduated with a degree in civil engineering. I do not know whether I'm going to do graduate school yet or not, but that's all to be done eventually.
Where do I see myself in 10 years? That's really hard to tell because currently I'm taking a gap year and I need to really figure out where I want to be in life. But in 10 years, I hope to live in a loft apartment with my dog and rich. So
where do I see myself in 10 years? Hopefully rich, with my dream house, dream car, no kids, and happily in love.
In 10 years, I see myself owning a salon or manufacturing salon tools.
In 10 years, I see myself as a sort of graphic designer or digital artist for a company or a specific product. So like making the art for what you see on logos or the store, like store products, that sort of thing.
In 10 years, I see myself as an ultrasound tech and possibly owning a few salons.
In 10 years, I see myself driving a truck over the road truck.
In 10 years, I see myself in the doctor's field.
In 10 years, I see myself working in a dental office as a dental hygienist and cleaning everyone's teeth.
Where I see myself in 10 years, I see myself hopefully having a successful career in chemical engineering and being financially stable.